Greetings, my yarnivores. Fiber Spider here with another tutorial just for you. Now, this swatch here looks like, an ordinary knitted piece, but we are going to turn this into a fingerless glove. Yes, we are. So, basically what this is the garter stitch. Now, what I did was I used worsted weight yarn, and this happens to be Red Heart Super Saver in the colorway of medium time. And so it's a 4-ply worsted weight yarn. And I used size 10 knitting needles. I cast on 40 stitches. Now, if you need to have a brush up on how to cast on, I've got a tutorial in my playlist of knitting with Fiber Spider. And then basically it just amounts to doing the knit stitch over and over and over. It's called the garter stitch, and I have a tutorial on that as well. And then, so after you cast on 40 and you knit, 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 knit. Now here is my tail end, and here is my working end still on there. Then what you're going to do is you're going to cast off. Now the measurements for this piece, it's 10 inches by about 6 3/4 inches. Now what you want to do is you want to lay out your piece, lay your hand down. It's a little tricky with my camera, but bear with me. Lay your hand down and fold the yarn over. And the nice thing about the garter stitch is that it does have some stretch. So you fold it over, and if it meets, not terribly snugly, but, snugly enough, and also, of course, you have to put into account your forearm. You tighten it up there and you see, do you have enough stitches? And so then when you're ready, you cast off, and I will show you how to turn this simple piece into a fingerless glove. Indeed I shall. Gonna cast these stitches off, and I'll be right back to show you the rest. Give me a moment now. Okie dokie. So I cast off all of my stitches. And you want to be sure to give yourself a nice long tail so that you can, with your yarn needle, do all of your sewing. So what you want to do is, with your ridges going lengthwise, you're going to fold your piece in half. And now we're going to start with, this is going to be the opening where your fingers are coming out of. And basically what this amounts to is doing the whip stitch. Really quite painless, I assure you. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go in through, if I can get some focus here, we're going to go in through 2 loops on this side here. If I can get in there. There we are. So we're going to go through 2 loops on this side, and then go through 2 loops on this side. You see? And I like for my stitches to be nice and reinforced, so I like to go in through twice each time. And then we go on to the next stitch, and we're going to go in through twice again. So this is once, and twice. through the next. Here we are. And for this length, we really don't have to go very far. Again, it's a matter of personal preference, personal taste, how much your fingers you want to have use of, how far you want them to stick out, or how much you want them to be covered up. It's really a matter of, sizing, which everybody's hand is a little bit different. And the beauty of this pattern is that you can really customize it to make it your own. Okay, so now we're going to just take a quick little look-see, because we want to have enough leeway. See, I figure I can do a couple more. And then we can go on to the other side. All right, so I already did, 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 or so. And of course, after you do this one, you want to do the same with the next one. So you might want to take note, jot it down, and that way you will have some true symmetry going on. All right, I think this should do it. Okay, let's try this, shall we? Yeah, there we go. And you don't have to worry about this quite so much because we're going to be turning this inside out anyway. All right, so then we start in from the other side. Bear with me a moment, I'll be right back. Okay, so we've got our one side. I'd say that's roughly about 2 inches. And then we start in from this side. And really what we are doing is the exact same thing. Actually, I'll turn this around. Going to be going in through 2 loops. Then through the other side, 2 loops. You see? And then we just continue on in this fashion. And of course, we don't go all the way across. We need to leave ourselves an opening for our thumb. And so I'm going to do this for a bit, and I will meet back up with you when I'm finished. All right. See you in a bit. Da-da, da-da-da. See? There you are. A fingerless glove. Now, see what I did was I finished stitching all the way across, and then I ran my tail through some of my stitching so I can trim that off nice and quick. And then with my other tail, I'll show you how I did it. Really quite simply. Really, it's just a matter of going through the stitches that I made. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. See, just like that. And then, lo and behold, okay, pull that a little bit. Ta-da! All right, so then, quite simply, all you have to do is just snip and snip. Flip this inside out, and it is truly done. And these are perfect for driving, texting, what have you. And here we are. Nice and finished. And the seam is pretty well hidden, don't you think? All right. So, pardon me. So I do hope that you enjoyed this tutorial as much as I did. I always do. And I hope that you learned something and that, if you like it, please hit the like button down below. And if you haven't done so already, please hit subscribe. Would so very much appreciate that because it really does give me, inspiration to come up with new things for you. And I do love so much sharing with you because knowledge is power, sharing is caring, and I love to share with you guys. You mean the world to me, really. And so until my next tutorial, stay inspired, stay caffeinated, and above all, stay stitching. You have a great day, stay toasty, and see you around. Bye now.